All right, Landon. So, do your introduction. Like, how old are you? What's your name?
Shit. All right, my name's Xandon. I'm 17 from Corpus Christi, Texas, South Texas. Yeah, I make music, I sing, I rap, I do it all. I'm with it all too. Don't forget that.
What was your lifestyle growing up?
Shit. Usual hood shit. I had both my parents growing up. About fifth grade, there's fighting and shit, a lot of bullshit going on. They separated. They had their little thing. I was just chilling. I was getting into all the fights and shit growing up. I was always a little hothead. And then they got back together, and then that shit was just bad, Just I'd always see them arguing shit. And then
What age were you?
shit, they got back together. I was probably about 12, and then they was only together for about a year, and then they separated again. And then it was me and my mama living together. And she was never home, she was always working. She's a nurse, so she was always on call. So like she'd be leaving, and then she come home at like 5 in the morning and shit. And she was going through and stuff, so she'd be out there doing her thing, So I was always out on the streets a lot growing up. And yeah, and I got kicked out of fucking elementary and shit. I told this girl to suck my dick.
That's how you got kicked out.
Well, yeah, because basically this kid named Ronnie, I remember you, nigga. Don't think I forgot about you, nigga. Me and him was in an argument, and he had said something about, oh, you're mad cause I'm better than you at basketball, and I didn't give a fuck about. And I was like, oh, you're mad cause I took your bitch, cause he was dating this girl, and I started dating her, right? I straight like I stole his bitch, and he went and told the teacher that I told this other girl. I told this other girl to suck my dick. So like I went to the fucking the principal's office, and like the week before I had spazzed out on this one teacher, cause he would hug on the kids and shit, and I'd like spaz on him cause I got up and I stole someone's fucking chocolate bar, and he was like, sit down, like, you can't get up. And I was like, nigga, like, don't you be hugging kids, nigga, like, get the fuck out of my face. He's like, you wanna go to the principal? I said, nigga, take me gladly, like, what the fuck? And they told me to write a fucking sympathy note, like, to say sorry. And the whole time I was like, y'all should fucking expel him, like, y'all should fire him, like, it's a disgrace to have him on here and shit. Cause I've always been smart,
Yeah.
My words, like, it's a disgrace to have him here as like a teacher and shit. And like I wrote it all in my counselor. She's like, oh no, like she like seen it. And she was like, oh no. So yeah, and then the next week I got kicked out over that, like dumb shit. And I was on a fucking, what's it called anyways? I was on a transfer. Yes, now I went to a Club of States, and yeah.
So elementary, you got kicked out.
Yeah.
What happened after that?
I went to Grant. I played sports and shit, I used to be really smart too. We our first day in sixth grade, we had took a test to see who was gonna get put into an eighth grade math class, like pre-algebra, and I got put into it. Only like 20 kids did, but like that year, I realized I was on some like higher like level thinking. I was like, man, like school's some bullshit, Like I want to do something greater with my life, Like I want to be something great.
Yeah.
I always looked up to Michael Jackson, so I was like, I want to be like Michael Jackson. I don't want to like be no fucking like school, not like nerd, none of that. Like I want to.
Yeah.
I got like dreams. So like I stopped doing work. I started failing all my classes and shit, and then I quit football and like just shit like that. I was in track and everything. I won like, or no, I got fourth place in the city finals and shit. I got fourth for the 400 in the city finals because you gotta get accepted like the top 8.
Yeah.
And then I got, I think, fifth in the 100. And then I ran the relay. We got second place. I remember that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yes, but I can't even run no more because I got shot. So like my running kind of low now.
Shit. How's getting shot? What's that experience like?
Shit. Well, with me, honestly, I was running. I got shot. Right here in my right thigh, and I got shot in my left knee. And I got shot and I fell. I guess they thought I was dead, so they started shooting at my brother, our RPM thing, After my brother, they got him in the head.
Right.
And I got up and I kept running. I didn't really feel it. They spun back around, and then I can't really speak on it, but yeah, I didn't really feel it until after. And then Tommy, my brother Tommy, shout out to Groover. He was like, oh shit, what the fuck? Like, cause my whole knee was like kind of like blown off type shit.
Yeah.
And you can see my tendons and everything. Like every time I would move, like, you could see it.
Damn.
And it didn't really I didn't really feel it. I was just like breathing really hard, and I was like trying to like calm
Just
myself down.
Adrenaline, right?
Yeah,
it was
just adrenaline. And then yeah. It didn't really hurt until probably about the third day in the hospital. I kind of felt it. Yeah, because
I've heard it's like a outer body kind of experience.
yeah,
when you get
no, yeah,
shot.
for sure. Yeah, I definitely like I came out my body and shit. Cause I was like an inch away from a major artery right here under your knee,
Wow.
and I would have bled out in 2 to 5 minutes, and it took 30 minutes for the ambulance to come. But I called him for my brother M-Thing, because he got shot in the head, so I was like, y'all need to get my brother M-Thing, like, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, RIP my brother. And then after I called him, I got on the phone with my mom. I was on the phone with my mom. I was like, hey, Ma, I just got shot. She was like, what? Like, you're lying and shit. I was like showing her, because I wasn't really tripping on it, because it didn't hurt.
Mm-hmm.
But like I didn't know, like, if I was I was bleeding a lot, but I didn't know. And I was showing her on FaceTime. I was like, yeah, I just got shot. She was like, swear. I was like, yeah, I got shot twice. And she was like, what the fuck, Landon? And she like hurried up and like ran over here, or like ran from her work to over here to where I used to live. We got evicted, but
This was pretty recent too, right?
yeah, it was in November 27th. Yes, sir.
So with your name Xandon, is it the influence, was it the Xanax that influenced that name, Xandon?
Little bit.
nah?
I mean, people call me Lil Xan. People call me Xan. People call me Xandon. My real name Landon, but people call me Xandon. Because people call me Xan. I put niggas to sleep, put niggas to rest. I mean, if you know what I mean, then you know what I mean.
Yeah. We're gonna have to fight and see. How was high school?
I got kicked out of. I went to Carroll my first year. I got kicked out for fighting. Cause I used to fight a lot in middle school. I used to fight for money in the restrooms. The little slap boxes and shit.
Yeah.
Well, I'm short. I'm about 5'8", but back then I was probably like 4'9", 4'11", and they'll be like, someone fight Landon, like Landon wants to fight, cause I was never scared of nothing, and I would fight and like I would whoop niggas. I never lost a fight in my life.
Damn.
And they'll be like, damn, like what the fuck? So I go in the restaurant after lunch every day. And they be like, all right, I got 20 on Landon, I got 20 on this nigga, and like we slap box, and I'd be making bread like that. My fight incident in high school came, I wasn't really going to school that much, because I told you about my mom and shit, like she wasn't really home, so I would just like skip a lot. And then I got in a fight, I got kicked out, I went to vets, and then I finished my year off over there. I didn't really get in no trouble like for like that half a year, and then I came back to Carroll my sophomore year. And someone was beating up my brother's best friend. I didn't even know him like that at the time, like we was cool, but like that was my brother's best friend. So I was like, hell no, ain't no one gonna be like beating up on my brother's best friend. Nigga, that's because the nigga that was beating up on him I knew. Mm-hmm. Like I grew up with him, but I was like, hell no, nigga, like, cause he was like 6 foot, and my brother's best friend was probably like 5'3", and he was just boom 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 in front of everybody. I was like, hell no, nigga. So I jumped in there, boom boom, put me against the fence. He's like that duck. I'm just beating this nigga up.
Yeah. And
then the cops came, everything, they got me. I got kicked out again. And then, cause I wasn't going to school too, and I finished year off at vets, and then I went again. This my junior year to vets. I got kicked out of vets because of motherfucking this teacher. So my door got kicked in basically, and that night I stayed up. I was smoking and shit with my homegirl. Her door got kicked in. They came and put guns to all of our heads and shit. And this bitch tried to stab me, and I jumped up, tried to like move out the way, know. Yeah, because they had ski masks on. It was like 8 people. And they're running her crib. They're like punching her. They're like, huh, you want to kick my door? Like, boom, boom, boom. They start punching on her. I'm like, what the fuck? Like nigga, like why? Like I'm in the wrong place, wrong time. I'm like, nigga, like what the fuck? I got school in the morning, like, And I'm like, what the hell? So they flipped the table. They took everyone's phone but mine. I had mine under me because they're like on the floor, and like I was last one on the floor. I was like, nigga, fuck you. Like I told them that like right hand to the man on my mama. I was like, fuck you. I ain't get on the floor. They put the gun to my head. They put me down. I put the phone under me because I saw them take all the phones and flip the table. And then I was like that, and like this bitch like had a knife, and she went like that, like try to get at me because I wasn't getting on the floor, and like I moved, and like I got up type shit, like I was like getting on the floor slowly, and like I moved type shit, and then like this nigga he hit me in the head with the pistol, he like that, like he didn't like pistol me,
like in the back of your head,
not like to the front like that, and he's like, get the fuck down, I'm gonna blow your fucking head off, and I was like, all right, bro, y'all just chill out. I ain't trying to get stabbed, like like he's like, and then they're like, where the guns at? And they're like, he's like, where the fuck guns at, little nigga? And cause I was like, I was only like 16, 15, I don't know, 16, yeah. And I was like, bro, I don't even know, like I'm just here to smoke. I'm just hanging out with my homegirl, like goddamn fam, like what the fuck? So yeah,
it's kind of fucking situation.
So then the next day I go to school, and my brother have his phone because they took it. Basically, I had tutoring. The teacher named shout out Miss Madrano. I think physics. I think my science, whatever, physics is my teacher, and she was like, she would give me like snacks after school and shit, and I was like, Miss Madrano, can I go outside real quick? And right before class started, I was like, can I go outside and text my like people that are gonna see my brother after school?
Mhm.
Like if y'all see Logan, tell him I'm gonna be in tutoring because he would take me home. And I'm outside the door. I'm like texting and shit. I'm like texting everyone like, hey, if y'all see Logan, and this like random teacher walks by, and he's like, get in class. I'm right here. I'm just texting real quick. Like class ain't started yet. He's like, I don't care. I said, get inside your classroom. I was like, bro, who are you? Like, get out my face. You know, like I was already like pissed off because the door. I keep thinking that shit at my like. I'm already pissed off. My brother got his phone stolen. You know, like I'm protective. I'm not protective of everybody I love. So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like get in my face, nigga. And he grabbed my jacket and he shook me and he like pushed me. And I was like, what the fuck? And I pushed him and I headbutted him. I'm like nigga, don't you ever fuck do that shit. And like someone started recording it and it went viral on Facebook and everything. And I was like, bitch ass nigga, I beat the fuck out you nigga. Like suck my dick, nigga. He's like, that's great. And then he told me he's like, well, let's go. I said, let's go. I like ran up to his face. I said, nigga, let's go where, nigga? Let's go where, nigga? Like, what's up, nigga? Like all up in his face, everything. Like, y'all, you can probably find the clip. All you gotta do is just look at my real name and just, yeah.
Sheesh.
So then I had to stay in the office at Vets. They wouldn't let me like be in contact with no students and shit because the thing went like viral. So they wouldn't let me be in contact with no students. So I was in the office for like a week, and then they kicked me out. And then did I even go to school after that? I don't even think I went to school. Nah, I didn't. And then I caught my case, and then it was aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon. I caught that. So then they wouldn't let me go to no schools in the district.
Wow.
So they wouldn't even let me go to Coles or nothing. So like I have to go to like this like alternative school called JJAEP. And you know, I had my first day the other day. You know, shout out teachers there, y'all alive. You know, the 5 teachers there.
JJAP. That's
AEP.
It's
yeah.
kind of like RMA, right?
It's kind of like SSC.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's mostly for like felons and shit. Shout out to my boy Polo there.
When you got out of high school, is that, or not really got out of high school, but when you stopped going, is that when you got into your rap shit?
About my junior year, because I'm a senior now, but my junior year, I'm at my homeboy Michael. Shout out Dead Mike. And I'll go to his house and shit. He would let me stay there because I had a lot of stuff going on. You know, people was never home in my crib. You know, so I'll go to his house, spend the night, and he would make some rap music. And he had his own little mic and shit. And one day he was like, "Fam, you should rap." And I was like, you know, I've always wanted to be like Michael Jackson. You know, like, and I always looked up to Young Thug and Kodak. And like now I look up to like Youngboy and Dirk. That's who I want to collab with. But he was like, you should rap. And I tried it, and he's like, damn, like, you're low-key natural at this shit, fam. And I was like, you think so? He's like, yeah, bro, like let's make a song. Like we made like 4 songs in the vault, and like he just picked one, and he was like, bro, this song's gonna do good. And like right now it's like his best song on BandLab. It was my first song ever, or not BandLab, on SoundCloud. And it was like my first song ever. Like, I don't know, fam. And so like after then I was like, damn, like people are like really fucking with like I started making music. So then you know, me and my nigga, you know, we was like, we was pretty in the streets. Niggas knew about us. You know, we was getting a lot of money. Kai from HSG hit me up one day talking about, hey, I want you to be in Headshot Games, like a little subset group called Live for Money. He's like, it's like a bunch, it's like for like the little niggas in there, because we was the youngest in there type shit. And I was like, you know, sure, fuck it. So I was in there for a little bit. They had a music video, you know, I went to it. And after that, he told me, he's like, hey, bro, like everyone that showed up to music video, y'all the real Headshot Gang. So like, he put us down Headshot Gang now. So I was like, okay. And like they're a music label, you know, so like they make music all the time. And you know that they're popping in corporate, you know, that they have a little clout. So I was like, all right. I was like, maybe I start rapping. So it was always in the back of my mind. I never really took it serious, but like it was always in the back of my mind, maybe I start rapping, you know. But I was, you know, still trying to make money and shit. And then one day, you know, like we were just talking, and Kyle was like, bro, you should make a song. So then me and my brother T Groover, you know, shout out my brother T Groover. We made a song called Demon Duo, and like right now it's at like 14,000 on SoundCloud. It's my biggest song. It's my first song ever. Yeah, we got crazy ass reviews, bro. Like niggas like, damn. Everyone was like telling me like, bro, like you're talented, bro. Like keep rapping. So I made another song, you know, and then I started making some singing songs, and
that's how you just started. Yeah, you just kept going from there.
And now I have like a lot of support all over. I got fans in Morocco. I got fans in Brazil.
You do have a lot of supporters. You mentioned me like on your Snapchat stories. So much fucking people keep adding me.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro.
It's crazy.
I got a lot of support from like all over, like not like outside of Texas, outside of Corpus, you know, outside of the United States.
What's weird is I look at my analytics like on my channel, and a lot of people from like Russia and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like not much people from the USA really watch me. Oh, like people from the USA watch me, but like a lot of fucking people from different countries watch my shit. So it's
I had this one fan from Morocco, and I was in this little thing called Star Life, and my name used to be Star Life Zan, and he had changed his name to like Star Life Beto or something like that. And I was like, hey bro, like that's like a set, you know, like you can't be doing that, like you can't like just make your name that. And he was like, oh my bad bro, like my fault. He was like talking to me in Spanish, I couldn't understand it, and I was like I was like using Google Translate to like texting him back and shit. But I was like, you gotta change it, fam. He's like, do you have a name for me? And I was like, I don't, like, you know, it's the original, bro. But yeah, that was the first fan I met like outside of the US. And then I got one from the UK. I went live with, and then Morocco, I got some, and then I actually got one from Scotland off that new music video we just shot.
Okay. What's your inspirations, music wise?
Michael Jackson, Young Thug, Kodak, Lil Durk, and Youngboy.
Who's your favorite artist from Corpus instead of you, except from you?
CB Money.
CB Money?
CB Money.
Yeah.
For sure. CB Money for sure.
For sure.
If not, you know, T Groover, my brother, yeah. They're the hardest. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
That's crazy though. I remember shooting an intro for CB.
But which video was that?
Intro.
Oh yeah.
That was like his first ever video.
I remember like before I was even rapping or anything, I seen that video you made for him where he was like, oh fuck, I forget, but it was like a gaming video, like at arcade.
Yeah, shoot.
Yeah, shoot. That bitch was live. I was like, damn, this guy's crazy with the visual. Like he's gonna be something like crazy. Like
yeah.
I was thinking of you like Cole Bennett. I was like, he like new Cole Bennett for real.
How did we meet? Like how did we come in contact?
That video shoot for Free the Guys too at HSG. The day I got put down at HSG when I went there.
Yeah.
I was wearing that blue polo. And I was the only white boy in there and everything. Everyone, you know, I not like I belong there, but you know.
Yeah. I remember editing that hoe and seeing you in there. My girl, she talked about you about it was about something like a fight or something that you got in.
Little Caesars.
I think so. Cause she was like, bro, he can fight. I was like, is it the one with the long hair? And she was like, yeah. So I think that's how I like got like. More invested into you.
That's why people call me Zan. You know, I be putting niggas to sleep, but nah, that fighting Little Caesars, if motherfucking basically this guy had stood up on some girl I was messing with, and he's like, or he stood up on my homegirl Cat story, and he was like, oh, I ran around this girl, like, but he was lying though, like, you know, like even the girl's mom like texted him like, why the fuck you saying that? And he apologized and everything. He's like I'm sorry, I lied, you know. I guess he was just mad at me for some, you know, like he was mad I had this girl he liked or something. And he stood up on Cat's story. He's like, yeah, I ran around on his girl, me and my niggas. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, give me a snap. And I was texting him. I was taking a shower. And I was like, nigga, like, where you at? He's like, I'm working at Little Caesars right now. So I posted a snap. And I was like, if y'all know, like, where he's at, like, y'all let me know, like what Little Caesars he works at. Because he wouldn't tell me. Mm-hmm. So then I called brother T Groover and his homeboys and shit. I think Austin and Joe, shout out to them. And They pulled up. I hop out the shower. They're already at my house, and I'm like, I got the drop. He's working this Little Caesars right here. So I got the drop, and I walk in there, and I open the door, and like they're already recording. Walk in there, like walk in that bitch, and like he was working at the counter, so I just walked straight to the back. I'm like, what's up, bitch? And he's like, what's up, nigga? And like he throws first punch, and I go like that, boom, boom. I drop his ass, and I put him down. I'm beating him up. His managers pull me off, and then like yeah, his managers like pull me off and like throw me down, and like I get up and like. He like tried to stick me and like miss, and like he hit my nigga Austin, and I was fucking boom, I hit that nigga again, like, and I was like, bitch ass nigga, and like all right, let's go. So then we ran out. But yeah, shit was crazy.
Was hot and ready, nigga.
Yeah, the hands was hot and ready, like the peaches, my nigga.
How did you learn fighting? Like, did you just grow up learning it, or?
I mean, well, basically, my dad was Golden Gloves, so like he taught me, you know, like a little bit. But you know what's crazy? My mom's boyfriend, he's actually a professional fighter. Like he fights for money. That's how they met. He does like 5,000 bids. So like you fight for 5,000, and if you win, you get extra 5,000. So he had his last fight last year, and he won. But he's gonna teach me some more, so I can get more certified with it. But basically, my dad taught me like, you know, just how to like just punch a little bit. But I mean, I just grew up fighting. Like my brother played baseball, so at the tournaments and shit, I'd just be walking around and I hated watching baseball. That shit's boring as hell to me. So I just be walking around and there'll be little kids and like I would hate when they would stare at me. So I'd be like, what the fuck you staring at, you know?
Yeah.
And like they say the shit back, you know, it's Corpus, you know, it gets like that. So then I was always just fighting and shit, you know. I'd be like, what's up? And then boom, 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 fighting. So I always grew up fighting. Then middle school, fought for money. You know, I was fighting in elementary and shit. Got in trouble a couple of times. High school, got kicked out for fighting. You know, I'm just something I'm good at.
Shit. Who's your homie right here on the right?
This D-Mars. This Mars right here.
Were you always into the whole rap shit, or like is rap like your only music that you listen to, or?
Nah, see, I grew up on Nirvana and Metallica,
Okay.
you know, shit like that. Green Day, Blink-182, and then probably about 6th grade, you know, I started listening to, you know, Young Thug, and I was like, damn, this guy's crazy. Like his voice is just like it's like an instrument, you know, like that shit's beautiful. Like he just making sounds like that shit just sounds crazy. I started listening to more rap, get into it. So like, you know, like when I branch out, you know, I want to start, you know, cause I make singing and rapping songs. But I want to start making, you know, like more rock songs and shit like that. I want to be like the most diverse artist in Corpus, you know, most diverse artist in Texas, you know, maybe the whole world.
Yeah.
Make everything.
Whatever you do, just try to make everything. Try to make yourself stand out.
Hmm.
Try to always make something different. You don't always have to make rap shit. You know?
Exactly. Yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah, exactly, for sure.
Did you grow up in a religious household?
Yeah. My mom and my dad was Catholic, but they never went to church or nothing. I got baptized and shit, but at probably like 7th grade, you know, I believe in omnism or omnoism, whatever it is. Like it's a belief that like not one religion is the truth, but there's truth in all religions, you know. So I think like the Bible's like coded spirituality, you know, like Moses and his 12 daughters or 12 sons, whatever it is like I think it's like your body and your 12 chakras. And then whenever he's seen the burning bush, I think that means like you're opening your pineal gland, your third eye, you know, and seeing it. So I think a lot of it's coded. I can get into it a lot, but you know,
If you want, yeah, you can. I've never heard this type of belief.
yeah, like
so
like
sounds interesting.
like the Quran and all that. It's all like everything got the same golden rule. All the religions got the same golden rule. You know, you treat people how you want to be treated. You know, same thing like this energy you put in, you get put out. You know.
How did you meet Kai and all them?
We was just youngins getting money. Me and T Groover, and he had me on Snap, and I guess he seen me. I was really getting it, and he just texted me one day like, "Hey, I want you and T Groover to be in my little subset." So yeah, I met him like that, and then you know became HSG, and I started living there for a little bit. You know, I was on the run. I didn't really have nowhere to go. I didn't have no place to stay. I stayed with T Groover and Ethan and Fabian. Shout out them. They're my brothers for real. And then I stayed with Kai and Zay and all of them.
Sweet, that's cool.
I mean, we had a little fallout, but you know, there's no beef on this side. We just had some beef over some small shit. You know, when my brother M thing died, they was texting me like while I was shot up in the hospital. I was like checking my phone, right? Like, cause they took my phone. I was like fighting for all of y'all ain't taking my phone. I was kicking them and shit with like the leg that like was still good. You know, cause I got grazed in this leg, but it wasn't like a graze. Like I got shot in it, but like you know, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
In my right thigh. So I was like kicking. I was like, nah, like, you ain't taking my fucking phone. Like nah, like we have to like we have to see like who set this lick up. You know, like who's responsible for it. And I was like, okay, well I ain't gonna be accessory to murder because I didn't set it up. So I was like, fine, like here's my phone. So I got my mom's phone. I'm like, let me log on my Snap. And I had like 100 people text me like, hey, like you good? I heard you got shot. All this shit. Cause I went live after I got shot. You know, cause I was chilling. I was like, I just got shot twice. All this shit. And Kai's brother started texting me. Fuck you, you shot Michael, you set him up, like just like saying all this shit, and I was like, what the hell? That's why when I dropped that Devil's Hour song, I was speaking on the truth. I was like fuck y'all for spreading like all the rumors, like that shit really hurt me, like think about like I'm shot up, I can't even walk, you know, I'm sitting in the hospital, and then people are
all these
downing me.
people attacking
me.
me.
And the thing is, HSG had so much clout, all of them had so much clout, and they're posting about me. So then all the people that like fuck with them, they're believing them like, oh, this like fuck this guy Len, he set up Michael, like he killed M thing, you know? And I'm like, what the hell? Like I just lost my brother, but like I was crying like for days in the hospital. I couldn't sleep for 4 days in the hospital. I couldn't eat none. I was just like fucked up. I was like, damn, he's finna have a baby. Like, bro, like what
just
the fuck?
Just kind of traumatized, you know?
A little. Yeah, and then like just seeing it too, like he died, like, and we made eye contact right before, like. Last person he seen, like I seen him and then he went that way, I ran this way. You know, I got shot, he got shot.
What was his last words?
Come on, gang. Let's get him. He said, I love you, brother. And then we went. Yeah. Yeah, RP, man. RP, my brother. And thanks for real. Tatted on me for life. I don't know if you can see it, but
It's a cool tattoo.
appreciate it. Yeah, I got another one. Got a little Chucky. And I got a Grim Reaper. And then I would show y'all. Actually, I can. Would it fuck up? I got a little bomb right here. You know,
Yeah.
finna blow up one day. It's just taking time, you know.
If you were to blow up, let's say today, is there any other place that you would branch out to?
For sure. Atlanta.
Atlanta.
For sure.
Why Atlanta?
I feel like that's where all the good producers are at. And I feel like LA, you know, I feel like LA is just a dirty city. You feel
I
me?
feel like LA is very,
It's
first of
grimy.
all, expensive.
Oh yeah, no,
and
for sure. Yeah, that off top. Yeah, the water's dirty
There's
there
a lot
too.
of potential there, but there's also a lot of fucking people. And
Don't want
like,
to take away that.
A lot of people want to be there. A lot of people move to LA to be something, and a lot of people don't make it out. You know.
yeah.
So, you know, I'd say Atlanta. You know, Florida. You know, Broward County. There's a lot of that's where a lot of people come from. A lot of good artists and shit. New York too. You know, New York's a good place. It's expensive, but New York, yeah, for sure. I love that drill music. Pop Smoke, 504. They do their thing. That little the pause when they talk.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like that.
Do you have a, what is it like? Do you have a destined producer that you always fuck with, like for him to make your shit?
Pierre Bourne. He makes hard ass music. He makes hard ass beats. I think he's like the most unique producer. You know, like Metro Boomin, all of them, they all do their thing. You know, but Pierre Bourne, he's so like, every beat he makes is so different and creative. Like all the sounds, like the melodies in the back, the 808s, like all that. Like it's just like special. Like I don't know. I've always just fucked with it. Like him especially. And
Yeah. Any new music coming out? Like
yeah, I'm finna be in the studio today. I'm finna make this new song.
right after the interview.
Yeah.
I'm finishing a music video after this too. So
Hell yeah. I already know it's gonna be crazy.
we've all been grinding. We are finna shoot another music video
Oh yeah.
pretty soon.
For Haunted.
Yeah.
Y'all stay tuned for that. He finna drop his first song too. I'm finna be on it. So,
Yeah.
It's gonna call Marzan.
Drugs. What's your favorite?
I don't take no drugs.
Yeah, don't do drugs.
Don't do
No drugs.
Water. Sip water.
Yeah, water is key for sure.
For sure. Water and sunlight. Get y'all
Drink.
sunlight in. I got pale, but you know,
pretty pale.
I used to be pretty dark.
How did you and your homie meet?
T Groover?
Yeah.
Well, basically, this kid named Ethan, my brother, that we all lived together at one point, but we were in a class together, and he was asking, he was like, "Hey, like, who's that kid? Who's that kid over there? Like, he seems cool, you know." And this kid Addison was like, "Oh, that's Landon right there. Like, fuck with him, like, you know, how what you need, you know." So he came up to me, he was talking to me, he was like, "Yeah, I'm from Victoria, you know, or Puerto Vaca, I mean." And he's like, "Yeah, like there's a lot of fight going on." I was showing him my fight videos. I'm like, "Look, I dropped this nigga. Look at me. Look, I went viral for like punching the fuck out this nigga." Like they made a little meme one time. It was like my love and affection like to you, and then like boom, like me hitting this nigga. He went back like that. So I showed him that, and like we were joking around, you know. I don't know if you believe in like horoscopes and shit, but like I'm an Aries, he's Leo, so like we're like we fire signs, like we high energy, so like we were just like going back and forth and shit. And then I walked out the class, and T Groove was already living with Ethan and them. Cause he from Beaumont, and he had some stuff going on. You know, he got shipped away. He moved to Vic, and he was living with them, and we walked out the class, and like they met up together, and then like I met Tommy, and like T Groover, like basically like Tommy, like when I first seen him, I can tell cause at Vets it's like a little rich school, you know. So like when I was there, everyone was staring at me cause like I was like my pants, you know, like I was like, you know, I look different from everyone, you know. I would like wear all black and shit, like. I don't know. I'll wear chains, you know, and
everybody else didn't.
Nah, everyone else was there like collared shirts, preppy and Sperry's, and like you know board shorts and stuff like that. So like I seen T Groove and everyone there like looked all like happy and shit, but like I was like looking my like this. I'd be like looking, you know, and like I was in the restroom one time and like I seen T Groover, and I was like he don't look like he from here. Like he look like someone from like he don't like a vets kid, you know. He don't like no preppy ass boy. So like,
Yeah.
I was like, So then when I met him, we started talking a little bit, and like just day after day, like every like after like that class, me and Ethan would talk, and then like me and T Groover would talk, and then like we started hanging out, spoken together and shit, and then it was just up from there. You know, we became best friends, and then we started a little family thing called Never Forget Loyalty, One Step Ahead. You know, and then that's how I met Isaac. You know, Demar. Shout out Hoodies. You know, shout out Vic. Shout out M-Thing. M-Thing was in it, but you know, R.I.P. my brother. And then my brother's in it. My brother, Lolo.
What do you think about school?
School, you know, if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be some that requires school, then go for it. You know.
Yeah, that's good advice.
If you got bigger dreams, aspirations, you want to be some like, if let's say you want to be like a cosmetologist, or actually did that take school? I don't know. Let's like, you know, an artist. You know, you want to be an artist. You want to be an actor. You
don't really need school for that.
You know, yeah, like chase your dreams. You know, like I say finish school, but you know, chase your dreams first. Like, you know, like. You know,
if you want to make a lot of fucking money, just follow your dreams.
Exactly.
And you'll make a lot of money.
And never doubt yourself. Always believe in yourself.
Oh, yeah. What was your darkest period of your life?
Shit. Probably freshman year, when my mom was going through it. When my dad and my mom wasn't together, and it was just like me and my brother living with my mom. And my older brother, he was already, you know, he left. So it was me and my brother Logan. And you know, she was going through it. She would be at work all day, and then she'd go and, you know, do her thing. She wouldn't be home most of the time. She'd come home like 5 in the morning. Sometimes she wouldn't come home at all. So I was in the streets a lot, and like, you know, I care a lot about family. You know, like I care about people I love. I get overprotective. So like, me not seeing her a lot, you know, I was like, damn. And like, there would be no food at the house and shit, because she would never be there. You know, she get food at work. So, you know, I started having to do shit to provide for myself. You know, like, I don't know. That's probably the darkest part of my life. You know, I just felt real alone. You know, I felt real, you know, like, damn, like life really, like, it's just you. Like, it's just you and yourself. Everything you go through, you overcome it and you learn from it. Like,
yes,
every hardship is just a lesson. You know, God give the hardest. What does He say? He gives the hardest hardest battles to the strongest warriors. You know, so yeah, I've been through a lot. You know, a lot of homeboys taking me out of like a lot of shit. You know, like thousands of dollars. You know, snaking me out on some shit. You know, I was helping him out. I gave him shit, and you know, he just took off with it. You know, I was trying to help him and his daughter out. You know, I've been snaked out a couple of times by homies, but you know, you live and learn. You know, it's all a lesson. There's always a rainbow at the end. There's always sunlight at the end of the dark cloud. I promise you.
Don't dwell on the past.
That too. Exactly. Live in the present. And
meditate.
And plan your future. Manifest and meditate. Get your mind right.
I feel like
have your goals in life.
I feel like people medicate too much.
Yeah, they try to get over their problems
by running with drugs.
By running away from them, by abusing drugs and shit. But
that's not the way to go.
You got to face it straight up. You know, you gotta really be like self-aware of everything. You feel me? Like you gotta look at it like, basically, when you in a problem, like you looking at it like let's say you're looking at a tree right here, like right in front, you know. But take a step back and look at the whole forest. You know, you got a whole thing, you got a whole life going on. You know, so don't trip over no small shit. You know, it already happened. You know, like look at the bigger picture. Like you still got life. You still living. Thank God for that. You still breathing everything. You know, a lot of people lost their life. You know, over small shit. Like they're young. You know, kids, they're teenagers. You know, over small shit. So you know, you gotta look at the bigger picture. You know, you can do anything you want in life, for real. Put your mind to it, manifest, work at it, and you got it. It's there.
What kind of work ethic do you have?
I work pretty hard. I ain't gonna lie. I work pretty hard, but yeah. So I be slacking sometimes on the music, you know, cause I really wasn't. I was going hard with the music. Until my brother M-Thing died and I was in the hospital and shit. I couldn't really, like, my mind was like so blanked. You know, people were accusing me of killing him, setting him up. His family was like saying I'm a killer on Facebook, commenting my pictures on Instagram, saying
that's
like,
so fucked. Like, yeah, they don't even know the facts.
Yeah, they were telling people on Facebook that my dad sells guns to underage kids and that my mom shot me in the legs to cover it up. They said my mom shot me in the legs to cover it up of me killing M-Thing. And then And then when they found out, when the guy got arrested, they were like, oh, well, you set it up. Like, I set it up. Like, they have our phones. Like y'all gonna find out. I don't even have the guy on Snap. You know, like,
Yeah.
But it's whatever, you know. Yeah. But like that shit was just bothering me a lot, cause like, man, I'm in a dark place. You know, I'm struggling right now. You feel me? That's another dark part of my life. But you know, I looked at it. You know, I'm like, you know what? I'm alive. I got blessed. I was 1 inch away from bleeding out in 2 minutes, 5 minutes. You know, I would have been dead. God saved me. Everything saved me. Something saved me. You know, someone looking after me. You know, I don't know what it is. My papa. I don't know what it is. I got a guardian angel somewhere looking after me. So
Yeah.
it's a blessing. You know, it's a blessing in disguise.
Is there anything, before you go, is there anything you want to say about the Devil's Hour video? You want to tell these people?
You know, it was just me speaking how I felt at the time. You know, them HSG spreading the rumors about me and shit. You know, saying that. But then again, when you look at it, the way I look at it now, it's like it's a part of the grieving process. You feel me? Like the first thing they do, they find someone to blame, and I was the only other person that got. I mean, there was like there was people there, but you know, I got shot with him, so people were like, you know, I can see why they would think like, you know, like you killed him and shit, but I would never do something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, like now it's like, you know, they probably mad at me for like putting that little clip in there and shit and talking on them. But I mean,
people got mad because of that?
They got mad. That's where the dislikes is coming from. Them they little fanboys and shit.
Yeah.
Fangirls, whatever.
I can't imagine being with your homie and then him getting shot in the head.
Yeah, man. Seeing it too, it's like
you just don't understand until you experience it.
Yeah, man. It's unreal, and yeah, but I mean, live and learn. That's what I'm saying. You just live and learn.
Even in a W, you'll still learn a lesson. You learn a lesson in everything you do. You just gotta look at it.
We're nearing the end of the interview. Is there anything else you want to say, and any shout outs you want to give before you go?
Shout out the whole NFL. You know, shout out D-Mar, shout out T Groover, shout out Isaac, shout out my little bro Hoodies, best super in whole United States. He ranked 5, but I think he number 1. Shout out BSF Vino, his dad. Shout out everybody, you know, NFL. Shout out Vic, you know, all of y'all. And you know, even though they probably don't fuck with me, shout out HSG for, you know, showing me the way with music and put me on the studio and give me places to stay. It's all over here.